All right, my brother. Let's get this thing started.
We're gonna start this week off with I'm in love with Alex Eisen. And Robert Glasper dropped a Christmas album in the first week of November.
Okay.
So here is Joy to the World by Robert Glasper and Alex Eisen. I'm gonna stop that because it's really long. Like, shout out to Robert Glasper for being one of the only people out here using real like percussions and shit for his productions. Like, I don't know how he be doing it.
Hey man, real music is like still a thing. I feel like they took music out of schools, and so niggas just was like, but like it's still a thing out there.
You can hear it because that's a real piano. Those little drums.
Yeah.
Like, that shit sounds beautiful. Like, that's literally why I was listening to it, because like they kind of like drown out her voice. Like her voice is kind of like in the back. Like it's like background music. It's just like listen to these drums, and we was in the church making this. Like that's yeah, organs, all this.
As they should. Well, welcome to another episode of the Truth and the Crosses podcast. I'm Quan.
I'm Scoot.
Dude, got an opening question. You are a Sagittarius, correct?
See, yes.
And I'm a Capricorn. So I want to hear what are things that you agree with that you've heard about your sign, and what are things that you disagree with?
I feel like a lot of the stuff that I've heard, like, people don't really like talk too much like bad about Sagittarius. Like I've never really seen nothing like nobody like we kind of lay low. Like niggas don't really fuck
Lucky
with
you,
us.
nigga.
Niggas don't really fuck with us like that. But most of the shit just be like we like short tempered and like shit like that. And like
Yeah. Yeah. True.
I can't even like I be seeing those jaws and I be like, yeah, it only take but that much.
Like,
What use, nigga? What you talking about? It's short, nigga. This shit.
my milk too cold. Like, huh? It was in the fridge. It was supposed to be cold, bro.
That's one thing. Literally, I was like, I have to like watch how I speak on here too, because like I gotta monetize these things. Man, can't be out here.
Yeah.
It's just like, man, like, because that's another thing. Like, we talk however we want to talk to whoever. It don't matter who you are. If you do something, we gonna let you know about it. Like,
Meanwhile, I'm on this bitch like a politician. Well, anything you disagree with?
Say that again.
Anything you disagree with?
I would have to go looking.
Yeah.
Like, not off the top of my head, but I'm sure I could find something maybe.
Yeah. I'll say for me, alright, I looked at the characteristics, and the first one is hardworking. I was like, cool. Like, yeah. Ambitious, loyal, critical. The one that like I for sure agree with is unforgiving. And here's the thing. I genuinely do not believe in that bullshit of, oh, if you forgive, then the weight comes off of you and you're forgiving for yourself. Fuck no. No. I am not forgiving someone. Here's the thing. There is no weight on me. I don't give a fuck because that person does not exist to me. So I don't need to forgive because I can see them.
I'm not going to forgive and I'm going to forget. Like,
yeah.
Get away from me. Don't ever, like, you don't exist anymore.
I can literally see you and I look through you. I don't fuck you. And here's the thing. This is why. I don't fuck with nobody. Like, I'm cool, I'm chill, I want everybody to win. So if you cross me, it's like, for what? Like, what? Why? I'm nice, I'm good, I'm cool. And it's like, niggas be like, oh, so you just going like, get rid of a 30-year relationship because they did something? Yes. Because, nigga, we known each other for 30 years and you fucked over me. Like, so yes.
You should have known better. What are you?
That's how I know, like.
Just came to me like a man. We could have figured that shit out together. Like,
and it would have been easy. Like, you did it the hard way. So fuck you. Like, I'm sorry. That's how I know I'm not, like, on this, like, I am. I'm on a healing journey. But I'm nowhere near healed. Like, I'm just not. It's like, I will never forgive. I'm sorry. Like, and then, God forgives. I don't. I'm sorry. Talk to him. Like, I'm sorry.
He got your back.
Yeah.
me, I left you back there.
Yeah. Like, I'm sorry. One thing, though, I don't agree with is a lot of people say that we're mean or, like a lot of people be like, Capricorns are the fucking worst. Like, I'm just like, what do we do?
So I have bad, like, connotations with Capricorn women. But it was really only one. And, like, she was cool. She just wasn't right. Like,
what you mean, though?
Like,
what did she do?
I sent you something on Facebook. I think it was from, I can't never remember the name of their podcast. It's the dark-skinned boy and the light-skinned dude. They always sitting on their stoop or whatever.
Okay. I know what you're talking about, yeah.
And they had one of their homies on there, and he was like, yeah, I found out this girl was cheating on me. Like, she had me down bad. Like, so, like, I'm laying in the bed, it's like 2, 3 in the morning, and like, phone just going off. Bing, 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 bing. So like, I roll over, and like, I act like it was her phone. I act like it's my phone. Like, babe, my phone tripping. Can you unlock it for me? She unlock it because she sleep. He read the messages like, oh, I missed you, I miss you, I miss your lips, I miss your pussy. He was like, I gotta put my clothes on, crying. Called me an Uber and went to my grandma's house. And them niggas was like, wait, you ain't wake her up? He was like,
no. She is a demon.
He's like, she texted me in the morning like, where are you at? I'm just gone. I have straight done that to somebody. And it was a Capricorn. Like, I was like, we was probably only living together for like a month. And like one night, she come in the house. Now, I smoke heavy. She smoked heavy. So like, she come in the house and just something wasn't right. Like I've seen high. Like,
okay.
I've never seen this high.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yo, like, what's up? You alright? Like, so she talking to me all crazy. I'm like, yo, hold on. What's up? Like,
yeah.
Are you okay? Like, are you okay? And she like, yeah, I'm cool, whatever, blah, 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 leave me alone. I'm like, okay, like, you're clearly not alright at this point. Like, now I know something is wrong. Like, why are you telling me to leave you alone? I'm just making sure you good. She like, bro, I said I'm cool. I just did a line at the bar with my cousin. Like, so like, I'm like, all right, yeah, nah,
somebody,
you're not going to fuck back out this house. Like, yo, come lay down, bro. Like, what are you talking about? You just, what? Why? How did you just let that out your mouth like it was cool?
A lot, like a whole one? Like what?
So like, we like arguing back and forth. I'm trying to like get her to like sit down. So like, we like fight through the door, break the door to our room, all of this shit. Like, so I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Go do what you want to do. Go be great. Go be great. I laid down. Back went to sleep. Like, she come in The next morning, like probably like 4 or 5 in the morning, I don't say nothing. She get ready for work, get dressed. She leave for work. I go back to sleep. I wake up when it's like 8, 9 o'clock in the morning. Call my grandma. Yo, can you come get me, please?
Grandma, like, why? I'm fucking with a line leader right now. Like,
I just need you. You're a real line crosser. Like, I just need you to. I just need you to get me. Like, I'm sorry. Like, she's like, all right, I'll be there in 20 minutes. Bet. Cool. Pack up all my shit. TV. Only thing I left was like clothes that was in the dirty clothes hamper. Like, I was like, I'm not going through that shit. Like, whatever it is, you can have it. Like, give it to them. She get home from work. She texts me, "Oh, you bitch ass took the TV." I was like, I mean, I bought the TV. Why would like it was my TV? It was the TV I had in college. So
yeah,
it was my TV. Why wouldn't I take it? What are you talking?
What year was this?
2015. It was like right when I came back from the military. So like early 2015. Like, I was like, yo, like,
I'm sorry you had to deal with that, brother.
I guess we got, like, we still kind of keep in touch. Like, she about to have a baby, I think, actually. So, like, I guess she got her life together for the most part, you know?
Yeah. My issue be, though, people go through shit like that and be like, fuck all Capricorns. Like, wait a minute. I ain't done a line in my life. I was the line leader in like kindergarten, but like other than that, like, that's it. Like, I remember I was working at CVS and I did something. I gave a girl something. And she was like, oh, that's so sweet of you. And then she was like, what's your sign? So I was like, oh, I'm a Capricorn. She was like, what? Y'all are usually like really stingy and mean. And I was just like, you don't think that it has something to do with the way people are raised and not their sign?
Like, not
she was like, no.
Like, my birthday is late December, early January.
Like, my whole characteristic is just because I was born on the 30th of December. Like, that's what you think? You stupid, you know what? We gotta work together, so I'm gonna shut the fuck up. Oh man,
and that's my problem. I don't have that. Like, oh, we gotta work together. Like, I really, like
a filter. You mean?
I remember one time I was working at ShopRite. This was like 2017, so I was young. I ain't give a fuck. The old head dude, he was fresh out of prison. He was cool, but like, he was cool though. Like, you know, for old head dude, fresh out of prison, kind of cool. Yeah. So like, he had made a mistake. So like, I probably didn't have to go fix it. I took it upon myself to fix it. Like, I wasn't gonna say nothing to him. I was just like, oh, let me fix this. Yeah. And then he walked by. So I was like, oh, perfect opportunity. Hey man, you know, don't do this no more. Like, cause you see how I'm sitting on the floor, like reaching back here, trying to get this chicken from all the way back here. If I gotta do that, and I'm just trying to like straighten it up, I'm not even like buying nothing.
Yeah.
Customers gotta. So either that chicken that's back there gonna sit back there all day, and you just wasted all of your time cooking all of this chicken, and it's not gonna get sold. We're gonna throw it out because it can only sit out here for like 3 hours.
Yeah.
Or the customer gonna have to sit on the floor to reach back there to get the chicken. He looked at me while I was on the ground and said, "Nigga, ain't nobody tell you to do that shit." Alright, hold on. Maybe it's because I'm on the floor. Hella fast. Like, huh? I it wasn't about like nobody telling me to do it. It was
Yeah.
just you shouldn't have did that. Like, what do you mean nobody told me to do it? He was like, bro, I don't give a fuck. Like, you don't have to do that. Like, and I don't care what you're talking about. I was like, all right, bro. I was just trying to help you.
Right.
I don't fucking help. I was like, bro,
He giving the
stop
energy that like, nigga, I'm just here to get something on the books.
I just went left. Like, I automatically went left. Like, yo, what you think because we at work you safe? This is not the conversation that I wanted to have. Like, I thought I went about this the right way. Now you making me like take it somewhere where like it didn't have to go.
Yeah. This might be another discussion for another day, but I feel like niggas get out of jail and one, they are just like used to jail. So it's just like everything they do, like, nigga, you don't have to like catch your shit before it go in the toilet. You can just let it like you can just let it drop. Like, but then too, they feel like they're like the toughest in the world, and so it's just like we could respect each other. Like, you don't have to. Like, you don't have to treat me like.
You didn't have to talk to me like that. I don't handle disrespect very well.
Yeah.
And I'm good at. Like, that's not one of my strengths. It's actually probably like my biggest weakness. I go left quick. Like, if it sounds like disrespect, I got into a fight with an African dude just because I didn't know what he said. Like, you cannot say something ineligibly and point at people. That was a threat.
He was just asking for the time.
Whoa, what?
You like, nigga, I don't know, like, what it is about. Here's the thing. I ask you all the time because I don't have anger issues. Like, I'm the very much opposite. That, like, my therapist was like, you don't deal with anger at all, do you? And I was just like, she was like, that's a problem.
Yeah, nah, I get my shit off real quick.
Because she's like, anger is like an emotion that we all feel. So the fact that you just don't deal with it at all, that's a little off. But I don't know what it is to feel angry. Like, so much so to the point where it's like, all right, we gotta fight now. Like,
and for me, it's like, bro, I'm 1 second away. I'm just walking around looking for a reason to be angry. Don't push me. I'm close to the end.
This nigga was like, the time went back. Like, yeah, we do this like every November. Like, calm down.
Aren't they supposed to stop doing that?
I thought so, but I didn't. Like,
supposed to stop doing that. This world,
the government.
Lies. Lies.
There's always something with the government. Like, I feel like obviously we don't trust them. Because, like, why the fuck would you just say, yo, we turn the clocks back? Like, there has to be a reason to do this shit, you know? And I feel like, all right, I'm not going to go into conspiracy theory, but it has something to do with depression for sure. like, for sure, it has something to do with depression.
The great one, or just like mental?
No, like, if we make more people depressed, we get to push more. Anyway, let's go to topics.
just feed them more bullshit. Just feed them.
Al Pacino, dumbass. Al Pacino.
Broke Christmas coming up. Give them all the sad news.
Alright, so basically Al Pacino had a child with a 29-year-old. He's 83, by the way. had a child with a 29-year-old, and then they broke up out of nowhere.
I know. When I'm 83, I hope my shit still work too, though. I ain't.
I mean, I'm sure he got like a Blue Chew or a Viagra, Cialis, something. He popping them things for sure. But yeah, they broke up out of nowhere once she got pregnant, just like out of nowhere. And so now he has to pay $30,000 a month in child support at 83 years old.
That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money.
I'm like, I have so many questions. Like, where did he meet her? Like, don't he got kids her age? Like,
right, how he met her. How Jada met August. Oh.
This has been another episode of True Line Across the Podcast.
Sorry. Didn't know we couldn't say that. Hey, shout out to Will Smith though, not the black one, but there's this white dude playing baseball who has won 3 World Series in a row on different teams.
Nice.
Just going around collecting them.
Didn't the Rangers win?
Yeah, they won.
Shout out to Max Scherzer. He deserves it for sure. Even though he couldn't play, I think he got injured.
Yeah, I think he got hurt like game 3 or some shit like that.
Yeah. He's still like, I don't know, I think he's in like year 15 maybe? He's still a top tier fucking pitcher. And that's hard to do. Like,
yeah. Especially after injuries, like him and Justin Verlander. I think Justin Verlander was on steroids though, because that nigga started sucking and then got good out of nowhere when he went to Houston. And you know they like to cheat down there. So, yeah.
Well, yeah, banging on trash cans for sure. All right, we went all over the place, but Al Pacino, I have so many questions. I'm like, how did he meet this girl? And I mean, she's a woman. I can't keep calling her a girl. Like, she's 29. We're 20 now. What you that?
I said it was probably Twitter.
I hope he's not on Twitter.
OnlyFans.
That man might have a heart attack.
OnlyFans. He might have somewhere he wasn't supposed to.
He's also going to pay her $110,000 up front. So
get 5 months out the way. Something like that.
No, this is just like yo, here. Like, go get a house, go get a whatever, and then I'll also pay you $30 a month.
I mean, he got it.
Don't. Yeah.
He got it.
Yeah.
If anybody got it, Al Pacino got it. Niggas still watch Heat.
My thing is, though, niggas survive off of $63 a year.
Right.
like, so to get that in 2 months is like, what are you doing? And like I said, I'm not pocket watching nobody. I'm not judging nobody. If that's how much she could get, oh well.
So percolator.
Like, but like, what are you doing with
right, nigga? It's a bag and a half.
I had another question that I don't know how to phrase, so I'm just gonna say it. Would you be a sugar baby? For a woman, of course.
I don't see why not.
I just can't.
I don't see why not. Like, I wouldn't need a lot. Like, I probably wouldn't want money. Just give me shit. Like, give me gifts. I don't really want your money. I mean, the money would help.
I don't really want your money. I mean, it'll help. Give me money.
Pay a couple bills or some shit. Like, don't let me see the money. Just make sure.
Take care of some shit for me.
Every now and then, like, hey, I paid this for you. You know what? Thank you. Thank you. I need that.
I just don't think I could. I just would feel like you're using me. And it's like, I gotta do what you say. because like you're paying me, you're giving me. So like, if I'm just chilling on the couch, you come in and be like, "Yo, we going to Mexico." I just gotta like pack a bag now.
Yeah, you ain't gotta pack a bag. You should pay for everything. We going to Mexico. Get up. Get out, get some.
I'm not a piece of meat.
Said no man ever.
I feel like it'd be fun for like the first couple of months.
Problem when I do it.
I feel like it'd be like fun for like the first couple months, but then after a while, it's like I gotta hear about her day again. Like, you know, like, just cause like she paying me, I don't wanna. I'm cool. like if it's somebody I love, then I'll put up with a lot of shit. But like, if you're just paying me for it and I feel like this is transactional.
Sure, one of my cousins is a sugar baby. Can't. You gotta get it how you live, man.
But it's just like, if I feel like this is transactional, I'm just gonna be like, this bitch wanna eat again.
Damn, girl, you just took me out for dinner last week.
And I just feel like she could just get some wild, disrespectful shit off. Like I'm eating her out and she just put her hand on my head. Like, yeah, nigga. I'm like, yo, get your fucking hand on my head.
Wow, like an asshole.
I'm over it. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done after that. I'm done, bro. Like, yeah, nah. I don't think I can do it.
I think it would be fun.
But for how long?
Depends on how much money I'm getting. You give me like 4 months, I'll probably make it last.
Okay, let's say $15,000 a month, but you gotta live with her at least.
No, I couldn't do that. Nope.
2 weeks out the month.
All right, maybe. I thought you was gonna say the whole time. Nah, I couldn't do that.
Nah.
You kill that right there. I got to get out. I got to go. But
2 weeks out the month, and you gotta be ready to like go whenever she say. So like 4 a.m, she like, oh, I just want to go to Italy. You gotta be ready.
I could do that. As long as it's in them 2 weeks.
Nah. The 2 weeks are a standard, but then if she's just feeling up to it, you feel me? Oh, let's put some parameters on it too. She's 76. She's
gonna be 56.
Nah, she's 76. Nah, she's 76. A 76-year-old white woman.
Me alone.
Wrinkly.
53. Nigga, like, I ain't gonna do it like that. You try to have a nigga out here with Genie Bus.
For context, nigga, I remember you saying when we were in college you didn't want to get old because you didn't want your skin to get wrinkly.
Yeah, nah, I still feel right. Niggas think I be lying when I say that shit. Like,
You got kids now, nigga. You gotta get old.
I had them young. They'll be 40 when I'm 60. Man. I'm dead.
Daddy went too young. Nah, nigga, I wanted to go out. Like, what?
Right one time, God was calling.
That's not funny.
We had this phone call scheduled.
That's not funny at all. Alright, 76-year-old white woman, wrinkly. She like 5'2", frail. Like, but when she won it, nigga, she won it. So, like, yeah, you doing it? No?
Man, you give me like a 72-year-old black lady. I might be.
Well, then she looked 40.
Like Felicia Rashad, I might be able.
That's not fair at all.
Black and crack.
Literally. 72 is like, in black is like 35. Like,
that's Oprah.
Yeah. Like, she looks amazing.
Sorry.
Wait, what you say?
I said except for Oprah.
You know?
We got report about the fact that like Stedman might have been high and she might not have been high in him.
Nah. I mean,
I don't want to be seen with that thing. I'm just here for the money.
but he's never hidden. Like, everybody knows that they're together. It's just they're not married.
So Oprah wasn't giving that nigga no billions.
But he's a millionaire. Like, he has his own money.
Yeah, billions.
But it's like, when you get to that, like, once you hit 1 million, it's like the gap isn't. Don't get me wrong. She's a billionaire. Like,
I'm like, nigga,
with a B, nigga.
like there are millions, then there's hundreds of millions, and then there's billions. Oprah got billions.
And like, I don't know where Stedman from, but if you from the hood, you can make millions stretch. Like, if we make millions, nigga, that shit is being passed down to my grandkids. Like, but I don't. Like I said, he's always had his own money. I don't know what he does, but I know he's a millionaire for sure. It's just like I respect their relationship. I get it. Like, some marriage isn't for everybody.
I respect it too, because he probably be hitting Gail too.
That's what you decided to say.
Hey man, you know she's just as bad as Taylor Rooks for real, for real. Motherfuckers get in front of her in interviews and just start lying.
Let me think about it.
R. Kelly and Meg both just lied to Gail's face. Lied to her face.
Well, Meg didn't lie.
She said they ain't sleep together. That was a lie.
Okay.
R. Kelly was out here saying he ain't
hog time no more.
What I look like
Nigga, you been sleeping with 15-year-olds. I'm pretty sure you know how to hog Nah, I think Taylor Rooks is just a different bag because one, she's young and she's interviewing active players, and so they want to look like the nigga to her.
Bro,
Like,
niggas get on that interview seat and they just start lying.
and just doing dumb shit. One nigga wore 2 watches, and he had a watch on his ankle. And I was like, what the fuck? He was just like, nah, this my drip, you know.
I feel like that was Michael Beasley.
It was, yeah. Yeah. I didn't want to say his name, because I was just like, he doesn't deserve that. But, like, dumbass nigga, what the fuck is you talking about? Wearing a watch on you. You can't tell time on your fucking ankle. The fuck is wrong with you?
Hey, man, if you sit like this. You just gotta put your leg up. Oh shit! Let me check my ankle watch.
You know how stupid you look going to a jeweler talking about, nah, I want a watch, but for my ankle. Because it wasn't like the leather, it was a clasp. So you gotta fucking put your foot through a clasp to get it on. Dumbass nigga. Like, what? And now I'm angry.
Back, bro. Shorty Patty. And you know niggas don't got real friends when they make it. So them niggas just got a whole bunch of niggas telling them like, oh yeah, bro, you gotta go up there and brag that. you gotta go flex. John Morant said he could beat Mike 1-on-1. Mike probably still beat Mike 1-on-1 right now, like just off of the disrespect.
Not only that, he said he could beat the best soccer player in the world just 1-on-1. Like, never played soccer a day in his life. Yeah, I could beat him. Dumbass nigga. I hate niggas. I hate niggas.
That shit is funny.
And don't get me wrong, she's beautiful. I completely understand. But, who raised them? Because at what point do you not say in your head, nah, I gotta keep a player. Like, I gotta be shit. Like, and you're scaring the host.
Interview. Like, it's not a date.
It's not like you saw her at the bar or at the club and was like, I got. No, like, she scheduled that. To talk about your career. Like, what Jaylen Brown said, he was going to win 7 titles in 7 years. Nigga, shut up. Like, what the fuck?
Nigga thought he was playing with LeBron in the Heat.
Not 1, not 2, not 3.
We talk about how would you feel if you're white? Okay, so with some context, Joe Smith, former NBA player, I'm guessing he decided to marry a porn star. I'm guessing some kind of sex worker.
Yeah.
And he figured that, like, when they got married, that the sex was only gonna work for him.
Yeah, it's gonna stop.
And I don't know how I feel about it quite yet, but the way she was going about it, she sounded fucking terrible. Like,
what you mean?
Well, first of all, she was like recording him without his knowledge. Like, she was recording. Like, he was mad when he found out that she had an OnlyFans.
Yeah.
So, like, he like going off on her about like having an OnlyFans. She decided, like, oh, I'm gonna record this shit. Like, oh, look, he mad because I got an OnlyFans. You knew what I was when you met me. And it's like, yeah, but like, you ain't got to do that no more. Like, you married. And she like, oh, well, like, you ain't making the money, so I'm trying to, like, and it's like, you couldn't find no other, like, all you know is show off your body and suck some sticks. Like,
yeah.
But it's like, at some point, like, lady, you 50. And if you're not 50, you look bad for not to be 50. Like, you want to black that crack, but you ain't 50 years old. So, like, can we, like, try to figure something else out as a wife? Like, not as a woman. Not as a woman, because as a woman, you are free to do whatever the fuck you want to do.
Yeah.
As a wife, you kind of have, or should, take into consideration the feelings of your husband.
Okay.
And for you to just be like, oh, well, you knew I was sucking sticks for money when you met me. So why you mad that I'm out here like advertising the fact that I used to suck sticks for a living? It's just kind of wild because it's like, if I'd have known you was just going to be out here posting yourself, what, I didn't need to marry you if I could just go see the shit for $5.99.
To be fair, is she wrong though? Like, if you marry somebody who drives motorcycles, and then when you married them, you're like, I don't want you riding motorcycles no more. It's like, but you knew. You knew before, like, you knew this was a thing that I did. And you were cool with it. So, like, now that we're all of a sudden, like, now that we've walked down the aisle, I can't ride motorcycles no more.
I wouldn't, and I'm not saying that it has to be like agreement. I feel like she didn't even tell the nigga that she was gonna start the OnlyFans.
Yeah, that's where.
So it's like,
yeah,
it's like you don't have to agree, but you should have at least communicated or like had some type of conversation, even if it wasn't like a conversation. It was like, yo, I'm gonna start OnlyFans. Ain't shit you do about it. Like,
yeah,
that's realer than like him finding out probably from somebody else. Like,
yeah. I think that's where like the nuanced conversation has to have. I feel like a lot of other platforms have just been like, she had OnlyFans, she's a whore. But it's like, nah, that's like, let's dig a little deeper. Like, I think the issue is that she didn't tell him, and that like you're recording him without him knowing to then promote the OnlyFans, and it's also like, well, nigga, you ain't making no money, so like I gotta do what I gotta do. And it's like, well, don't like a lot of like marriage people or like marriage pundits, they always say that like you don't want to go to bed angry, and you also want to fight fair in a relationship, and so that means like not using people's deepest insecurities against them. And so like in society we're already told that like the man is supposed to provide, so like you're telling me, well, nigga, I gotta provide and this is how I'm gonna do it. It's like, well, you don't gotta do that. Like,
you just don't have to do that. Like,
you don't gotta do that. Like
shit, everybody's re-releasing music, go re-release some old tapes. Like, no, don't.
But what did she do before this? Was she a porn star, or was it like
an
escort, or
take
what?
the time to like look into it.
Yeah.
Again, if she don't really have a face for cameras. Now she might have looked better 25 years ago.
And I mean, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and I'm sure that's the love of his life. So, like, you feel me? So yeah, from me, she gets no judgment for actually doing the OnlyFans. The thing for me is like, consult with your partner about stuff, because that's what a marriage is.
I think it's weird that she just decided to make an OnlyFans.
Yeah.
But like, I don't see a problem with her making an OnlyFans if you're not going to disrespect your husband by making an OnlyFans.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Like,
because there's plenty of married people, and it's like, yeah, I encouraged her to get
shit, a lot of porn stars be married. It's like shit. Adam 22 let his wife like just do whatever she want. Like,
yeah. And like,
he watched.
It's not even like a let thing. It's they're a partnership.
And
I don't know. I just hope that like, I mean, I hate the prayers to everybody involved in, but like, genuinely, if this is a marriage that they want to work, then I hope that they're taking the necessary steps to make that relationship work. Last thing I heard, he did move out and he's like done with her. I think she did an interview with TMZ and she was just like, yeah, he moved everything, all of his stuff out, and like we haven't talked in a couple weeks. And I'm just like, damn.
And that's probably like what happens when you just do what you want. Like,
Yeah.
you gotta live with the repercussions of doing what you wanted to do. Like,
Yeah.
and that's also like one of my biggest things with like the opening conversation we had about like anger and like shit like short fuses and shit like that. It's like,
Yeah.
don't do something that is going to cause me to react a certain way, and then when I react a certain way, like, oh my god, like, how did you expect me
Yeah.
to react to this?
Yeah.
Like, that's bullshit. You expect me to just like, whoa. Nah, I'm gonna let you know that that's bullshit. Like,
Yeah.
and you can't be mad at me for how I let you know that that's some bullshit. Like, that's just how I felt at the moment. Like,
Yeah. And I think, I mean, you're engaged, you're about to be married. A lot of people say that like marriage is just over communicating. Like you have to, even the simplest things, because it's like those small things add up. And so if you're pissed at her because she took the covers last night and you're just like sitting stewing in that, then you get to the breakfast table, she ate the last of the cereal. It's like,
it's like, all right, bitch. First,
all right,
you
you
now
feel
I
me?
ain't got no more fucking cereal. What's next, bitch? You gonna get my box?
Like, then y'all got two cars. You grabbed the keys, but she took the car that you wanted to take. It's like, all right. Like, you go about your day. You come back. The kids ain't fed yet, and she's just like on the phone. You like, so you just not going, and shit just blows up. And it's like, well, if you would have just started at, yo, can you like not take the covers? I needed the covers. It's like that, just those small things. And I know that it's like maintaining any relationship is hard, but a marriage, I know, and I'm like, I'm single as a Pringle, nigga. Like, one singular Pringle, that is me. Like, I'm not in a pack at all, nigga. But like, I understand that managing relationships, period, is hard.
Yeah.
But like, this is the person that you're saying you're gonna live the rest of your life with, nigga. Like,
and then you throw kids on top of that, and it's
yeah,
like,
and you're both growing and evolving at different rates, and the person that she is a year ago might not be the person that she was right now, and it's not going to be the person that she was or is 7 years from now. And so it's just like, I get it, I do. Like,
pretty rough.
That's why I take marriage so fucking seriously. So it's like, whenever I say like, yeah, she the one, nigga, you know. Like, this is the one. Like, you want to get into one more thing before we go?
Yeah, we can. We want to talk about James Harden or
Goofy ass nigga.
All right, so James Harden. Because I don't really want to talk about like that one video I sent you, like where the girl was talking about she don't have sex until like they're dating or whatever. That's another like
another gender war bullshit.
And dude sounded so fucking dumb. Like he was
fucking
like,
idiot.
I was just like, bro, what are you saying? Like, Like, even if that's how you think harder before you say it out loud.
It's like niggas, and we're not gonna talk about it, but it's like niggas hear women want autonomy over their bodies and what they do in relationships. It's like, well, bitch, you supposed to fuck me. Like, it's like, yo, calm down.
And if you don't fuck me, I'm gonna go find somebody with me.
It's like, well, okay, like, sure.
Go do that, and
Yeah.
it's not gonna be with me. Like,
well, why not? It's like, bro, like, you're scaring the women. Like, go get some therapy and heal, my nigga. Like, calm down. It's like niggas hate everything about a woman except for when it's time to have sex. So it's like, bro, go to therapy, get you a pocket pussy, and just leave women alone for like a couple years. Like, please. Like, do that for the rest of us. Like, who are actively trying to find someone.
Or don't start a podcast. Don't. Shut the fuck up.
Shut up. Fuck up.
You sound scary.
Stay away from Best Buy, please. Bro, like.
It is not 1965 anymore. Women they don't have to just cook, clean, and fuck anymore.
Right. And then let you go start a family down the street that nobody knows about. Like, shut the fuck up, bro. God damn.
But James Harden.
Yeah.
Good riddance to James Harden. You know, the Sixers, my favorite basketball team, finally decided that, you know, it's not worth going through the whole Ben Simmons thing where we gotta like fine you for not showing up to games, even though we don't really want you to come to the games, because the nigga tried to go to the first game of the season and they was like, nah, bro, sit at home. all that bullshit you said in the off season, think about that while we go play Milwaukee and Toronto. You could sit back. And then apparently they got a phone call from David Stern, or not David Stern, Adam Silver, like, why James Harden ain't playing? Like, you ain't hear all that shit he was talking?
Right, where have you been?
Where have you been, Commissioner? He was like, all right, yeah, that's cool and all, but if he healthy, he gotta play. It was like, all right, cool, he's not gonna play for us. We'll trade him. We'll trade him now. He wanted to go to the Clippers, right? We'll figure it out. Yeah. We brought back Marcus Morris. He's a Philly kid. He grew up in South Philly, so I ain't mad at that. Robert Covington, he probably had like his solidified his start in Philly. Like, I hated that nigga when he was here. He had like the worst shot selection ever. It was just like, he was like an AI on 2K. You pass him the ball, they catch it, they just shoot it before you can even ask for the ball back. Why did you shoot that?
It's 1 or 2. The ball was hot. Had to get it out. I'm sorry.
We got Kenyon Martin's son. I love that pickup because he played just like his dad.
Yeah.
So if he get like any type of like development under like this, I think our coach is Nick Nurse. I don't know why we hire coaches that got fired, but I guess he'll be
Commanders.
He'll be better than Doc. That's not a high bar for me, but he'll be better than Doc.
Yeah.
And then James Harden in his first interview as a Clipper was like, "Oh, I'm not a system player. I'm a system." And it was just like, "All right, nigga, you a PlayStation 2." like NBA Street Volume 2. They don't make that no more.
You're a failing system. Like, if that's the case, if that's what you want to call yourself, like, fucking MySpace ass nigga, you are no longer, like, you are obsolete.
Right. Your system has not worked in ever. Like, you have not won anything except for MVPs and
Nothing.
the popularity contest.
Literally. Like, you don't play defense. So,
and it's not even really a popularity contest. It's a we can't give it to LeBron anymore. So, ooh, who is it this year? Like, because
he's a liability on half of the game. like,
and if he's not making 25-foot step backs, he's a liability on offense too. Because the nigga can't go by anybody anymore. Like. He's not fast enough to blow by anybody like he was in 2017, 2018. So, like, I just don't understand where his head is at. And then it was even funnier because, like, they showed him, like, walking to the locker room, and it was, like, 4 motherfuckers already in there, and the only person who even acted like he was, like, new to the team was Russell Westbrook. Like, it was just like... Oh shit! Up? Meanwhile, everybody else was sitting there like,
"Fuck!"
My minutes, like, one boy was literally on his phone with the mean face, like,
hate this nigga, bro.
like, where is the? Why didn't they trade me? Like, why am I here? I don't understand what was going through his head when he said that. Because, nigga, you playing with Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. So, regardless of, like, however you feel about yourself, the system is not yours there either.
Yeah.
Like, because the first time you go 5 for 15, Kawhi gonna be looking at you like,
hey, trade him.
Don't call me the claw for no reason. Pass the fucking ball.
Yeah.
Like, and Paul George might not say nothing. He's just not gonna give you the ball to him.
Of course.
Paul George, I'm averaging 29 right now, bro. I don't. You can take that shit back to Houston for real, Like, you want, and that's really, I feel like that's really where he wanted to go.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like he really wanted to go to Houston, and like Stephen A. said over the summer, or like right before the season started, he fucked himself over by telling the Houston coaches, like, oh, I want to go back to, like, averaging 30 points a game.
That's not going to happen again. Like, you are not peak prime. And even when he was in his prime, I still think he needed somebody else. Like, he is not the guy. And it's more because he's not a leader. Like, he's just not.
Like, you had KD and Russ in OKC.
Yeah.
And when you went to Houston, they brought in Dwight. You drove Dwight out of Houston. Now, regardless of how we feel about Dwight Howard,
he was a good player.
The nigga was amazing.
Yeah.
In Houston, we had back problems, and we don't want to, like, associate that with anything.
True.
But he was still Dwight Howard.
Yeah.
Like, he was still giving you 20 points, 12 rebounds when he was healthy. So, like,
solid as a rock.
Yeah. Hey, man, I met Dwight Howard one time, man. He seemed like a good dude, man. I ain't
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand. Like,
he's a down low specialist.
We go hard in the paint.
Defensive monster.
Nigga, you fucking stanky.
He was Superman. Shaq was gonna kill him about that, bro. Like, Shaq was willing to die about that, bro.
But, like, I just don't. I don't know what he thinks so highly of himself about. Yeah, you got MVP, you got scoring titles, but you had every opportunity to win a championship.
Yeah.
You had KD and Russ, you had Dwight, then you had Chris Paul, then you had KD and Kyrie, then you had Joel Embiid. Now you got three other guards. Like, what's the system now?
Yeah.
See who can dribble the ball the most. Like before they turn, because all him and Russ do is turn the ball over, dribble. Oh, my bad.
We how many games into the season, and they've already shown highlights of Russ just airballing, like, and Kawhi just being like.
And like at first when I saw that clip, I felt kind of bad for Russ because I was like, what the fuck else was he supposed to do? It was 2 seconds left.
Yeah.
And then you realize, like, when he got control of the ball, it was like 4 seconds left.
Yeah.
And it was a nigga right behind him, wide open. And he decided to take like a dribble and then spin around and shoot like a 360 jump shot. And it was just like, man. Like I had your back at first, bro, but like when you watched the whole thing happen, like, you dummy, you dummy. Because 4 seconds is a lot different from 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Like if he had got the ball and did that in 2 seconds, it would have been like, all right. I mean, nigga, you dribbled, spent the wrong way, and then shot air. Pass it, man. Just pass it.
Is he off the bench or is he starting?
I feel like I know he came off the bench last year.
Yeah.
Like he probably comes off the bench now because Harden will probably start. And I don't really like. Joel Embiid said it the best when they asked him about it. He was just kind of like, I mean, he did a good job at like passing everybody the ball. He ain't really do shit. Like he scored 40 that one game against Boston, and then the next game he had like 5. Like.
And if you watch that game, he was just like, he just, like I said, he's not a leader. He was moping around. He was like,
oh, I lost the ball. Who
yeah.
Who fault was it? Nigga, you was the one dribbling.
Here's a mirror, buddy. Like, can I show you this graphic before we wrap up? Hell no, I'm about to show where is it? There you go. So for those listening, it says, ever since Harden said Giannis had no skill, Giannis has won a second MVP plus Defensive Player of the Year, won the Finals and Finals MVP, and got Damian Lillard as a teammate. And Harden, he quit on 4 teams in 4 years, has not made it past the second round, and he has no rings.
And that, because, what, Houston? Yeah, Houston was 2019 when he was like, oh yeah, send me to Brooklyn. Then 2020, when Brooklyn was, this shit won't work. Like, this shit, like, he literally just, like, what are you doing?
Could you imagine thinking that you are one of the best players in the world? Which, I mean, he made it to the NBA. Yeah, sure, he is. But thinking that, like, you are the guy. And then being on a team with KD and Kyrie and not winning.
And, like, Kyrie got hurt and he went through the whole, like, Jewish people thing.
Yeah.
But, like, KD was out there playing by himself that series against Milwaukee. It was like James Harden was just out there just to like be a decoy. Like,
yeah.
The nigga couldn't get by nobody, and they said like, oh, his hamstring was hurt. The nigga had a bad hamstring for like 3.5 years. Like, go sit in some Epsom salt, nigga. Like, what are you doing?
He strained it when he gained all that weight because he didn't want to be in Houston no more.
Like, the only thing he's like the Missy Elliott of basketball. Like, off season, fat as shit. I'll be
It's them strippers, man. The strip clubs got really good food. So he's just like, oh no. And it's like, I don't want to be here in the first place, so I'm going to use this to my advantage. I'm fat as fuck.
That nigga get traded and go see Dr. Miami and get lipo immediately. Like,
yeah. Yeah. Called up Drake, yo, who's your doctor? Because him and they're close, right? Like, yeah, I feel like that's when he had a bad hamstring. Like, that's when it started.
Yeah. And it just never healed because I guess hamstrings are unhealable.
And I mean, we've all pulled a hamstring.
The nigga had a hamstring injury.
Yeah.
How you pull your hamstring every time it's time for you to actually be like
do your job, like compete at the highest level, like go for the thing that you said you've always wanted.
My hand, I was like 8 years old, bro. You do it every 2 weeks.
That's like me putting in doctoral applications, be like, my hammy. Like, bro, that's the 4th year in a row. That's stopping you from getting a PhD? Stop being a bitch. I just don't know. I mean, okay, let's say it doesn't work out here in Los Angeles. Where else does it go?
If it don't work out there, his career is over.
You said that quick as shit.
It's done. It's a wrap. I'm sorry. Like, that shit is over.
Because where else does he go? He wants to go to Houston for some reason.
Strip clubs. We already talked about that.
Right, yeah. But it's like, okay, cool. They're saying, no, you're not coming here. I'm sorry. Like, so now what?
His career is over. If they don't, because you got to think about it this way. I think the Clippers signed Russ to like 1 year, like vet minimum.
Yeah.
So if they don't win shit this year, Russ is probably out of there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Paul George or Kawhi are going to want to leave because they've been there for 4 years and they haven't won shit together. So one of them niggas is out of there. And they not going to want to play with James Harden. You go get me one of these young cats and, like, I can struggle with one of them. Like, I'm not about to struggle with no 35-year-old nigga who got one leg. Like,
yeah. And as a diva. Like, he could go to China. He could win there, maybe.
The only person who went to China and did better for their career was Stephon Marbury.
Yeah, he's like a god over
there.
Yeah, for real. Like, they got statues of him and everything.
My man Starbury. Everybody had a pair of those on.
I didn't. Because they were disgusting.
The 1495s. I had like 3 pair of them Jones. Too. Like, I had the red, white, and blue ones. Them shits was hideous.
But the thing is, it worked out for him because if you watch that documentary, he was like humble about it. It was like, nah, I need to go over here and get my head straight. And the people embraced him. It was like, he was humble and they saw that. They was like, oh, he's not just like a dumbass American who just is coming over here. He was like, no, he embraced the culture. And so they embraced him. And that's not happening with James Harden. He's just not. Like, the minute he sees there's no like strip clubs, it's like, what am I gonna do here? Like,
Well, we didn't really get into music much this week, but we can end it out with this Meg song. And yes, the chorus to that song is "This pussy is depressed. I'm about to stress it." I like the song. I like the song.
Yeah. I haven't listened to it fully. It sounds like a bit of a rough.
That was it, pretty much.
Oh, okay.
I guess 50 seconds left, but that was
Okay. Yeah, it sounds like a good song. Hopefully, she's like okay mentally.
yeah. I feel like that was just her like getting it off her chest.
Yeah, but it's the same that like when niggas be like, "Yeah, Rod Wave is my favorite artist." I'm like, "Are you okay?" Like, because that like too much of that content is just like it could be
I
harmful.
actually do want to play a little bit of this Rhapsody song. We're gonna finish out with the girlies.
Oh yeah, she fucking snapped.
And I think what has me even more hyped is that the song, like, the credit on the song is not it's Rhapsody and Hitboy.
Yeah,
So it's like if they doing an album like this together,
nigga.
oh my god! Because he already done did the shit with Nas 3 times,
Well, 5
times, something like that. Like,
Yeah,
bro, this shit is going to be crazy.
yeah.
Like,
Like niggas is gonna have to stop playing with her. Like for
he's gonna
real.
have to stop playing with these women in general because, like, I heard that Benny the Butcher and Wayne song, and like everybody been saying like, oh yeah, Wayne on that like feature killing Wayne shit, and I'm just like, Wayne doing the like repetitive like punchline shit just don't work for me no more.
Yeah,
Like every bar was something about being a big dog, and it was just like, I get it. Like it takes a lot to be able to do that.
yeah,
But like I'm not gonna hold like one of the greatest of all times to that standard of just being able to rhyme every bar with the same like punchline. Like
yeah.
it's just like, yeah, it sounds good, but like, do it really sound good or do it just sound good because it's Wayne?
Yeah. That's what I be saying too, because I'm like, it's some bars where it's like, if this was just a regular nigga saying this shit, y'all would be like, oh, this is ass.
This is trash. Like, but like you can't really like. It's like Wayne's delivery is always going to make it sound good.
Yeah, because we've been conditioned for it to sound good. Because when we heard that lighter flick in 2007, we was going crazy. So like when we hear it's like, oh yeah, it's Wayne.
Like, oh, we got this Wayne. Like,
Yeah.
this Wayne we getting. Like,
Yeah.
And then he give you like a couple of good punchlines, and then the rest is just like subpar. Like it's just like it's like hit him. All right, I got tired of throwing punches.
Yeah.
It's like the later into the round, it just get like it's like a boxer. Like he just start getting like
He tails off.
like, all right, I'm running out. I'm running out of big dog shit to say. Right?
That's how I felt about the Carter 5. I was just like, I'm happy it's out.
Album, but like by the end of it, it was just like
yeah.
like 1 to 10 might have been cool. 10
Yeah.
to like 22 was just.
I was like, nice. Glad it's out. Like, cool.
Like it might have been like a couple of tracks late in the album, but like it wasn't nothing worth going back to.
Yeah.
They need to release Free Weezy album on DSPs.
I think there are like issues with that. I feel the same thing about Wale and what mixtape is that?
Oh no, they actually has it on here now.
Is it all the songs though?
I don't think so because this shit was not 13 songs.
Yeah.
I feel like it was like 24 or something like that.
Because even if you go back to So Far Gone, that bitch is like 12 when the original one that we got was like 18, 19.
Yeah, No Ceilings is the same way.
I hate that shit, bro.
I didn't even understand why he did that. Like, No Ceilings was definitely like 20 songs,
Yeah.
and on here it's 12.
Nah.
And the Kobe Bryant song isn't the same Kobe Bryant song.
Yeah, I know.
It's the one from like that they used for the 2K that came out this year. But that's not the original. Like,
and like all the names are different because I think Watch My Shoes is just shoes.
yeah.
Like,
Wasted is YM Wasted, and it's like Swag Surf is called Surf Swag. Like
this has been another episode of the True Line Cross podcast. I'm in Quan.
I'm Steve, and this is the Surf Swag.
Peace, y'all.